Hello, everyone. My name is Brian Nguyen. Today I'll be presenting on a possible Jain response to desalination plants. Now, due to climate change, water scarcity is becoming a growing problem. As you can see in this map, a lot of the regions that are in red are experiencing more drought, that are happening more frequent, that is lasting longer, that's being more severe, and affecting a lot more people. And so it's been predicted that by 2025, almost more than two-thirds of the world population will live in water-stressed countries. All right. And so, what are the potential solutions to this water scarcity? So, one potential solution is building desalination plants to draw up new water sources that can address our growing water needs. So, one of the first things is that on Northern County, there's been a plan to build a desalination plant. And here's a map of Huntington Beach. And my house is somewhere right here in this neighborhood. And the desalination plant is going to be built in red. And what it does is that it draws up water from the ocean here, goes through a bunch of filters, and will generate approximately 50 million gallons of water per day. So since early 2000s, Poseidon Water Company has been pushing for a $1 billion desalination plant. Now that sounds nice and all, but we can see there is a cost that comes with this, especially the large price tag it has, and it's and it may affect the open space wetlands that we have here in this area. And so that leads us to our ethical issues. They're both environmental and economical. First is that desalination plants can strengthen Orange County water infrastructure and make Southern California cities more drought resistant. So that means that it will be less reliant on the Colorado River, which is being overused today. Second, however, Orange County is not in dire need of water, and the water cost is roughly $2,250 an acre foot, which will increase the water bills for residents and businesses. This cost is twice as much of it costs to import water from Colorado. And next, if there's 50 million gallons of water that's going to be produced every day, who's going to use all that water? What's going to happen with the excess, right? And the last one is that marine life is going to be affected by the changes in salinity, temperature, and contaminants due to the desalination plant, and this may lead to unnecessary loss of marine life. And so the possible Jain response to all this is that we got to think about the interconnectedness of all living form, or parasparo pakaro jivanam. And so, the Jains, they have a lot of common concerns that aligns with the environmental perspective, but they take it an extra step forward, further, saying that all life is bound together by mutual support and interdependence. And so central to Jainism is the concept of ahimsa, or nonviolence toward living beings. And Mahavira categorized this into essential violence and inessential violence. Essential violence is committing violence that are important to the overall survival of mankind, and inessential violence is the opposite of that. So we gotta think about, where does desalination plant will lie on? Which category would it be in? And the last one is that James has a multi-perspective attitude known as Anekantavada, which describes the world as multifaceted with infinite viewpoints depending on the time, place, nature, and state of the one who is the viewer and that which is viewed. So when we take all of this into consideration, think about the Jain response. In Jainism, ultimately we want to achieve liberation. And so to do that, we got to keep in mind that our spiritual well-being is actually tied to the physical well-being of all forms of life, and that we got to be aware of the consequences affecting both human and non-human communities. And so our decisions making will require the highest ethical standards that extend to all life forms. All right, so that is all I have today. I want to say thank you for your attention. And this little image of how we are socializing in 2020. And that's my works cited. All right, thank you.